Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming to this presentation. Okay, let me introduce ourselves. I am Muhammad Rizal Tariq and my partner. First, Yari Gilbert Rota. Second, Maulana Muhammad Jalaluddin. Third, Muhammad Iqbal Fadilah. And fourth, Muhammad Japan. The theme of the presentation is how business animation works. Next slide. Material to be discussed: first, animation; second, pre-production explanation; third, production; fourth, post-production; five, marketing. And first, I will explain about animation. Animation is moving image in from object arranged in an orderly manner following a predetermined flow of movement. Make the object which was originally an inanimate object, then arrange in a different position as if to come alive. In animation, there are two important objects: object or image and motion paths. The next material is how it's made and will be presented by my partner Japan.
Okay, pre-production animation making. Pre-production is the root of the entry to the animation creation process. At this stage, you are required to determine the idea, storyboard, and design. The stability of the pre-production determines the final result of the 2D animation to be made. Now, we will discuss the process involved in the pre-production stage. First, idea. Pre-production is the root and the idea is the most basic or singular root that must be prepared before doing anything. Come up with idea that can make the audience think that your animation is different from other animation. Unique and visionary idea can determine audience satisfaction. Second, story. After thinking about an idea, we have to think of the interesting storyline. In this process, a lot of experience is needed in reading stories, novel, and others related to story building. Third, storyboard. The storyboard can represent every skin available in the entry animated film and depicts basic scenes or situations such as character pose, camera position, sound, and dialogue. The next material will be presentation by my friends.
The next is production. The production stage is the core of the whole process. This stage greatly affects the visual and image quality of the final result. There are several processes in it, such as layout design, R&D, character, texturing, rigging, animation, VFX, lighting, and rendering. Production consists of modeling. Models transform the 2D concept art into 3D models. And the next is surfacing. Surfacing artists create colors, texture, shaders for the characters, props, and sets. Rigging. Riggers build and attach 3D skeletons to the character. This skeleton becomes the puppet that animators use to bring the characters to life. The next one is layout or set dressing, or also they call it anim prep. Animation preparation are the artists who place the artwork from the other department into the three-dimensional environment. The next is character animation. Character animation bring the characters to life. 3D animation use a computer to pose the character using the rig that was created by the rigging department. Character animators are the actors in the animation. And then crowds. The crowd department is responsible for the extras in large crowds. Since in the movie, they work to create realistic looking actions for the crowd characters in the movie. And then is character effects or simulations. Character effects artists are responsible for everything that is moving on a character, including clothing, hair, fur, or feathers. They also create any interactions of the characters with objects. For example, when the character sits on a couch, they are the artists who make the couch cautions bulk. And the next is FX. FX artists are responsible for all the little you take for granted in live production, such as what happens when there is an explosion or an accident that leaves traces such as footprints in animation. The effect artist must ensure that this detail provide realism and support to the story. They are general problem solvers who make the production work as a film. And then is technical director. Technical director are the quiet heroes who are responsible for problem solving and troubleshooting any issues occur in the production pipeline. Matte painting. The matte painting department creates everything outside the set, including mountains, oceans, sky, vistas, and cityscapes. And the last one is lighting. Lighting is a key element that takes the 3D elements and 2D visual developments to create the looks and tone. There is a great deal of technical direction that happens in this stage. The next section is post-production and it will be presented by my friend Muhammad Iqbal.
Okay, post-production. The finishing process is tech action was to be able to add final modification that can make the animation look nicer. In the editing process, the initial step is to hopefully compile the animation. After the animation is well formatted, the next step is to sweeten the graphics, refine the image until the end of the coloring or color grading process. Actually, there are the still adjustment of revision step here. But I won't be a big problem if we go through on the stakes starting from food pre-production. Then the post-production step will get better result. Next material will be present Maulana Muhammad.
Okay. Marketing. The definition of marketing is all activities that aim to promote a product or service that a company offers to a certain target market. In other words, marketing is an attempt to attract the attention of potential customers. In this issue, our product is animation. So, after post-product, we want to sell the we made. But how? First, we have to have copyright of the animation. We can get it by registering it with the institution concerned. Second, we register at local or international film festival. Why? Because this is the first step to make our animation famous. The more prestigious the festival, the better, but more competitive at the same time. In the same time, we can also offer to the cinema by submitting your animation along with the proposal and presenting it properly to cinema management. When agreed, they will usually provide 1 day of screening of your animation with several screenings. For example, 3 times in one of their studios. That's how animation business works. That brings us to the end of our presentation. In brief, animation is a big business and yes, it takes more effort to make it, but it can make a good profit. That's all from me and my partner. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.